Hi guys, welcome back to another video on our channel. I hope the audio is okay. This is not the time to not be around my sister and to be self-isolated away from her because she has our microphone. So I'm using my podcast microphone. I hope that's okay. If you guys don't know who I am, my name is Grace Mandeville. I'm a YouTuber. I create Instagram stickers now, which is really cool. I have a podcast called Growing Old Together. I do some presenting. I presented a documentary for BBC, but most of my work usually takes place at home. So I work from home a lot. A lot of the population at the moment around the world is also working from home. A lot of you guys don't usually work from home, but are now working from home because of COVID-19 or the coronavirus. So I thought I'd give you some tips on how to work from home. Obviously, this is just from my own personal experience and these are my own personal opinions. They might not be right for everybody. And if you guys are watching this later on and the coronavirus isn't a scary thing now, fingers crossed, in the future it won't be, then hopefully this video will still be interesting for you. Because people are always going to work from home, right? First things first, get dressed. Now, to lots of people, the pros of working from home is you could just work from home in anything you want. You could just get out of bed and wear your pajamas that you were sleeping in. But in my experience, I used to just lounge around in anything and work from home. You're just not as productive. You're not in the right mindset. You're in quite a lazy mindset. Like, you're still in the mindset that you should be in bed. When I say get dressed, I don't mean necessarily like get dressed into a work suit, if that's what you usually wear to work. What I mean is, if you're wearing pajamas, have a shower and then change into some comfy clothes if that's what you want. If you want to wear like a tracksuit outfit, or wear some dungarees, or wear jeans, or wear whatever you want, but something different to what you were wearing earlier or what you associate with like chilled out time. It's all about getting your mindset into like the productive working mode, and that won't really happen if you're wearing something that you usually wear to laze about in. Number 2, create a working environment. Try really hard to have a working space set out. At the moment, in the house I'm in right now, I have a desk that I work at, but I have previously just worked on my sofa. The important thing is to have a space set up that you associate with working. So try for it not to be in your bedroom if you can, or make it far away from your bed. Don't work in bed. That's never going to be a productive way of doing things, unless of course you're ill and you need to do something. But then you should probably be resting. It's just not a very good way of working, and you will actually just slow yourself down if you do something like that. It's a bit like when you eat breakfast in bed. It always sounds like a good idea, but then you get crumbs all over your bed. It's really uncomfortable. It's not as enjoyable as most people feel like it's going to be. At least it isn't for me. You spill coffee on the bed. It's the same kind of thing when it comes to working. It sounds like a great idea. I'll work from my bed and not leave the bed. But so many things go wrong. Typos happen. You end up not working as productively. Set up a space, yeah. People sometimes work from their kitchen table. Put your laptop there, or your computer, or your notebook, or whatever. Get yourself a coffee, get a good seat, get some cushions, and then sit there at your workspace. Treat it like a desk at work. Create a list of things to do. I'm more productive when I write lists, and I actually use an app that's free to use called Todoist. I watched a video that Hannah Witten did a while back about Todoist, the app, and it is amazing. You can have it on your desktop at the same time and synchronize. You can make projects and you can synchronize it with other people. I now use it for everything. I highly recommend it. Basically, either evening the night before or in the morning before I start work, I write everything that I need to do on the list, and then it's really easy to tick off. And that way I know that once I get that list done, I don't need to feel guilty if I suddenly take a longer break, or if I get distracted, or if I finish work early, because I've done everything I need to do. Sit by a window, or open the window if you can and get fresh air in, or sit outside for a little bit, or go for a walk. Basically, try and get some vitamin D, try and get some daylight in, try and get some fresh air. It's very easy when you work from home to get in a little bubble, to have the windows shut, to have the blinds down because the glare on your laptop or TV or phone or whatever you're using. I can't imagine anyone uses their TV to work, but you know what I mean. I can't tell you what a difference it makes to open the window and get some fresh air in when you're working. I'm not saying the whole time, like don't freeze if it's freezing outside, but just a little bit of fresh air. Open that blind so you get some sunlight coming through, or looking at the bad gloomy weather if it's England, but it still makes a bit of a difference to the environment. Just think, if you're working in an office, you would have windows either open or you would have light, sunlight coming in. It's just healthier for our minds. And try and go for a walk if you can. Obviously at the moment I'm filming this video and I'm self-isolating along with everyone else, so we shouldn't just go for random walks all the time. But if you can at another point, or if you want to go for your one thing of exercise that we're allowed to do in England, go for your walk. It makes you feel better. It makes you feel more productive. It makes you switch off from work a little bit, and then you come back and then you feel a bit more energized and then you're ready to work again. And that kind of follows on to take regular breaks. It's very easy when you work from home, especially if you're self-employed, to get carried away and feel guilty when you're taking a break. But if you were in an office, you would be taking a coffee break. If you were in an office, you would be having a lunch break. Well, most people would. So do that here. Do that at home. Take set breaks. If it helps, write down what time you're going to have a break. 11 o'clock I'll have a coffee break. 12:30 I'll have my hour lunch. Then 3 o'clock I'll have another coffee, or maybe another drink rather than just coffee, some water. Have another glass of water by your desk as well, because it's very easy just to keep getting coffee when you work from home if you have a coffee machine. So that's another thing to note. The next one is have healthy snacks available. You will eat more when you work from home because you can literally walk to your cupboards and just eat anything you want. You don't have to go out to the shops and get it during a lunch break. You can just literally put your laptop down and go and grab some food. It's very easy to snack, eat a lot of food, and not really have proper meals. So I would say to make sure you have some healthy snacks available, or to make proper set meals as well, like breakfast, lunch, and obviously dinner. But like have a proper meal. So I usually have like gyozas that are in the freezer, the Itsu gyozas, and you just like fry them, they're vegetable gyozas. And if I'm feeling really lazy for lunch, that's what I will go to. It takes a few minutes and then I snack less throughout the day. Not that there's anything wrong with snacking, but I just find that if I am snacking and I don't have healthy snacks, I'll end up just eating loads of crisps, which we all know makes you feel good at the time, but half an hour later you feel a bit rubbish. It's very easy to get distracted, so my next one is to delete social media apps off your phone if you need to, and obviously if you don't need them for work. Lots of people have been tweeting me recently saying that when they work from home, because we're self-isolating at the moment, that they are getting distracted, that they are flicking through their phone when they need to be working. How do we not go on Instagram? There's loads of apps that you can actually use to like block, app blockers, so you can only go on Instagram at this point in the day. You can only go on Instagram for like half an hour throughout the day or something. But I think the easiest thing probably to do is just delete the app and then reinstall it again after your working day if you want to go back on it. Not only is this a good way of not distracting yourself, but also it's helping you learn to... Oh, I just saw a spider, sorry. It's quite a big spider. It's helping you learn to not go on so... Ah! I don't know how to... I don't want to move my setup because I've got the microphone between my legs, but at the same time... Okay, it's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. At the same time, it will help you learn not to go on social media so much, which is never a bad thing for anyone, is it? I would say be careful about putting TV on in the background while you're working, because that's easy to get distracted on. If you're going to put anything on, put on like a long series that you've already watched before, something like, I don't know, Friends, or I put Grey's Anatomy on because I've watched it so many times that if it just flicks through all the episodes, I'm not really watching it, but it's background sound for me. I do find music a bit more productive, so maybe put some music on, and that's kind of it. That's where I've got to. If any of you guys have any other tips, please put them down below. And yeah, those are my tips on how to be productive. Let me know what you think. Comment your own down below. Please subscribe and like this video. Thank you very much, guys. Bye-bye.